Welcome to Home with Simone. My name is Simone, and as always, a huge thank you to each and every single one of you that continuously supports my channel. I really do appreciate you all. Today, we're going to be doing a little bit of like a grocery haul and just kind of packing out all of my groceries and stuff like that. And this is everything that I got from Dollarama. So I picked up these little Sharpie pens. I love these because I like to use them when I'm writing in on my calendar and stuff. It's a really fine tip and it prints beautifully. So that's nothing to do with the kitchen, that's just office. And then I got two different types of sardines. I have the one that's in sunflower oil, and then I also have one that's in tomato paste. It's always good to have these kind of things on hand. I have tuna that's in water. Then I got garbage bags, 2 packs of the Drawstring Clear Blue Recycling garbage bags. They're great, live for them, and I can't imagine using anything else. They're actually really strong too, and they hold a lot. Then I needed to get a couple more of these sponges, so I grabbed those. I got 4 packs of the Ziploc Grip and Seal. I like these ones because it self-stands, which I love, especially when I'm portioning out my meats. I had none. They hadn't had any for a while, and then today I saw, so I grabbed as much as I could. And then I have a really big, large, same thing. It stands up on its own. And I have the large one, and it comes with 12 freezer bags. I use this mostly for like my spinach and my kale and stuff like that. Because once I wash them, I do put them in the freezer. And then I have the basmati rice, the individual portions. I love these. I live for them. 60 seconds in the microwave or 1 minute in hot water boiling. Good to go. Nice, easy meal. And then I got the pasta. This is really nice. I tend to add some of my own seasonings, or you can add chicken, or you can add it into a regular green salad and have kind of like a pasta salad mix. It's really nice. It's tasty. I think I showed you guys these already, but I always like to have these on hand. We don't go to them all the time, but it's nice to have for those moments when you need a quick meal. And then I get my pee-pee pads for the girls from Dollarama. I do buy the extra large ones, and these ones are $4.25. And I just bought 2 packs of these. And that's it. That's everything from the dollar store. So on this side, I just kept everything that I'm going to be putting in this cupboard. I actually just put out on this side. I picked up maple syrup, the butter one. It's funny because the first time my brother and I saw this, we were like, ew, gross, who wants butter syrup? And then I bought it, and it actually tastes really good. And then I like the Selection brand of the pancake and waffle mix. This is the ready one. You just add water. It's pretty much ready made. And then it's good to go because I make pancakes almost every single morning for Shiloh for breakfast. And sometimes we like having pancakes for dinner. Family size Cheerios. We all like Cheerios. I love cornflakes. This is like diabetes in a box. My brother and my son loves the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, so I got the family size for them. The oat milk, Quaker Oats. We don't go through this as often, but it's nice to have it, especially going into the winter where you want something really warm, whether in the mid-afternoon or even early morning. I love to have these on hand. And oh my gosh, guys, the Tim Hortons chili, it tastes exactly like the one when you go into Timmy's. It's so good. This is one of Shiloh and I's favorites. I picked up 2. They go for like $5 for a can. But really, you're not eating a whole can like this. To be honest, this is 2 portions. It's so good. When I prepare it, I'll do a little video and show you guys. And maybe I'll do a short. I don't know, but I'll show you guys. And then I picked up some Ovaltine biscuits. And then I always like to have the El Paso, or what is it, Old El Paso taco kit. I don't actually use the kit. I just use the taco shells, and that's it. I don't even use the seasonings, but we just like to have these in the cupboard. It's a nice change depending on what we feel like eating. So all of this stuff goes on this side. This is the most satisfying part of doing groceries, is when I get to come home and I get to put everything in their containers and pack everything away, and it looks perfect. Absolutely love it. I know this might seem extra for some, but for me, this really does work. It helps me to see what I have, see what I need, see what we use, and it does cut back quite a bit on waste. And when I have to go grocery shopping, it really helps me to stay focused and only buy the items that I need, which contributes to me saving money. This is the most satisfying part of grocery day for me. I hate grocery shopping, but I love packing up my groceries and getting everything organized. So we have the cornflakes on top, Cheerios, the cinnamon toast crunch. These got to go eventually. Those pretzels, I don't know, I'll give them another week, then they're out. And then down here, we have the oatmeal, pancake mix, and then my syrups I keep on a Lazy Susan. And that's it, guys. That's it for that cupboard. This section, believe it or not, is my favorite. It's all of my veggies, my greens, and my fruits. So I love spinach. And so I like to get these giant bags of spinach from the Chinese supermarket. So I got 2 of those. And then I got scallion, which is green onion. And then I love onions, so I always buy them in 2s. So I got 2 packs of onions because I go through a lot of onions. And then bok choy. The other day my son's like, Mom, I feel for bok choy, and I didn't have any. So made sure to stock up on that. I got 3 bags of bok choy. And the lettuce, I think I got 4 heads of lettuce. Yes, I got 4 heads of lettuce. And I'll show you guys a little trick that I do when I buy lettuce. You see how they look? Well, these ones are not too bad, but sometimes you get them and they're half dead. I leave mine in water overnight. So I run cold water, I cut the bottom off, clean my leaves, put them in and leave them overnight. And by morning, they're so big and crispy and amazing. So that's gonna have to be done tonight before I go to bed. And then I got some little, I don't know, back home we call these like tangerines, but they have, I don't know, they call them mandarins or whatever it is. But these little guys, and they're so good. So I got 2 bags of those, or 2 pouches of these. And then I got cucumbers, just 2. And then over here, I also picked up some apples. And these are golden delicious. We have tomatoes. And these are like those nice big steak tomatoes. I think, what are they called? Hang on, I'll see if there's actually a name for these. I don't know. They're by Sunset, but they're really good. And then a pineapple, a watermelon. And we all love watermelon, including my pets. And that's the girls, which are my dogs, and Tiny, the turtle. We all love watermelon. So I get a small one because I don't want waste. And then I just cut it up and then we eat it. And when it's done, it's done. And then I got an assortment of peppers. And then in the very back here, this is pure basmati rice. So everything on here is from the Chinese supermarket, except for the only things I didn't get from the Chinese supermarket was the pineapple, the watermelon, and the green onion. That's it. Everything else I got. So yeah, this is my veggie and fruits portion of my groceries. I love this bowl that I got from HomeSense a while back, and I only use it for my vegetables and my fruits. It holds so much. Everything fits perfect. Definitely one of my favorite purchases. And I forgot to mention this, but you guys can see by now, I also got some Coke in my little haul that I did. And so I'm just stacking that up there. And then the other half I will leave to put waters and maybe some sports drinks, things like that. And then I refilled the flour container and swapped out the pasta for rice. This is what the pantry is looking like right now. Again, I'm not done. I have to go back and make a couple other trips. But for now, this is where we're at. We have the Coke. I have my fruits and potatoes there. The rice I just filled up this container with, and the flour. And then the half container is there from the previous batch. Up here, I moved the pasta to the small container. This is normally where I like my pastas to be anyways. And then I put my tuna and my sardines on here. I put the Tim Hortons chili up there, and I put my condensed milk and evaporated milk. I already had, I think I had 2 of these here from before. I just had another one to put there. I didn't even show you guys that. It was already in the cupboard. It wasn't part of this haul. And then I put the rice up here and the pasta, and then the Ovaltine biscuits over here. They may not stay there. I might actually put them in a jar, but for now I just rest them there. And that's really it for this section. Nothing else too fancy. Just this is where we're at right now. I do need to get some of my protein drinks, which is normally what I put in these baskets there. And I need to get some seaweed. I also need to get paper towel. And I think that's going to be about it. Some water, probably some sports drinks. And I think that's it. I might get a couple more cans of the chili and some kidney beans. I love kidney beans. And yeah, that's it. I don't really buy too much snacks, but this is what we're looking at for now. Now it's time to get my leafy greens cleaned and portioned out. But I wanted to show you guys this container. This is what I put all of my lettuce in once I've washed everything, and I put it in the fridge. But I also use it, you know, back in the day they had this thing that you put the lettuce in and you like crank the little handle and it gets all the water out of it. I use this in the very same manner. I don't like having too much things, so if I could find multiple uses for one item, I try to do that. I'll be using my larger Ziploc bags. These are the ones with the bottoms that stand. Lifesaver. I can't tell you how challenging this process was beforehand. What I do with the bok choy is I just cut the ends off so that I can loosen the leaves so that when I rinse them out, the water can get through each individual leaf and clean anything that's in it and just make it a little bit safer for consumption. And I just put them in the bags. So pretty easy. There's no real rocket science to that. The spinach, this is such a tedious task that I cause myself, but it needs to be done. Look how fantastic these bags are. Guys, do you know how much time I save by not having to fight with the bags to hold them up? They literally just sit perfectly as I rinse out all of my leaves and put them in. Again, all these little things help to save a lot of time and make this process so much more easier. Even though it's time consuming, I knocked off a couple seconds by having these bags that can literally sit on the counter by themselves. Just giving you a close-up of me rinsing out the leaves and using the lettuce container to shake all the excess water out and then putting it in the bag. It's a lifesaver. These are the containers I use for my veggies, like my tomatoes, my peppers, my green onion, my regular yellow onion. I got these with those trays that I have my rice and my pasta in. And I thought it was fantastic because I can use it in the fridge and the stuff really, it doesn't get slimy, it doesn't go bad. And I love the size. My fridge is really small and very difficult sometimes to get everything I need in it. So these containers stack well and they fit side by side. Don't let the size of these containers fool you. They hold a good amount of vegetables in there. I had 2 whole cucumbers and it held just over 1.5, which is a lot. And also it holds quite a bit of my green seasonings, my green onions, and my regular yellow onions, which is nice because then things are not spoiling after, 3-4 days. They last a full 7 days and they stay fresh the entire time. And then next I go into cutting up my tomatoes. This makes my salad making process very quick and easy. I work from home, so I don't always have a lot of time in between my lunches and my breaks to prepare healthy foods. So having all of this prepped from beforehand makes it really easy for me to make healthy decisions during the day. Plus, I feel a lot better when I eat something that's healthy as opposed to grabbing just bread or fast food because it's convenient. Normally, when I cut up all of my veggies, I do this before I do my meats because I also cut and prep the veggies I'm going to be using for seasoning my meats at the same time. My yogurts are pretty easy. I just snap them in half and stack them on top. I have a very tiny fridge, so making sure that things fit is a little bit challenging. My egg trays hold 18 eggs each, and I got these ones from Kitchen Stuff Plus. I got them a while back, so I don't know if they still have them, but I'm sure they have something extremely similar if they don't have these ones. I love my onion bag. I got this from Kitchen Stuff Plus. It was just a couple dollars. I think it was under like $5. And at first I didn't think it was going to work, but I'm really happy that it did. So it's a pouch. It has a zipper on the side for easy access if you just want to pull out one onion. And then it has where you can load it in on the very top, and there's a pull string. These bags have been a lifesaver. I've been able to use every single onion that I buy. None of them have ever spoiled. They are not growing. So it's really nice to know that I'm getting my money's worth. It was well worth the couple dollars that I spent on them. This is everything prepped and cut and ready to go into the fridge. I have my onions in my onion bag, which I got from Kitchen Stuff Plus and I live for. My spinach chopped up. The 2 bags made 4 packs of spinach, and then the bok choy with the 3 bags that made 2. Then I have the 2 boxes of eggs. This is, I think there was 2 eggs left in these containers from the last time. And then I cut up the watermelon. We had some for breakfast. I tend to break the yogurt into strips like this to make it easier to fit neatly in the fridge, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. And then over here I have my cut out veggies. So these are what I use for salads. I add salt and pepper into my tomatoes and just plain salt into my cucumber so they don't turn partway through the week. And then I slice up my peppers and I mix my onion and my green onion. It makes it really easy when I just grab a couple leaves of lettuce, cut it up, and then just get a handful of each of these. Also, if I wanted to add additional seasonings to anything that I was cooking, it's already prepped and good to go. And then these seasons over here, it's tomato, onion, and the 3 different types of pepper. So yellow, green, and red. And there's like a small orange pepper in there. That's for the meat, which I'm going to start to prep shortly. And then up here, as you guys know, is the lettuce that is sitting and soaking, trying to get it nice and hydrated before I put it into the fridge. But for now, I think this is good enough. So let's pack away my stuff and then I'll move on to the meat. So I'm going to show you guys all the stuff that I have for the fridge and the freezer, because I do have to put those away. These are all the meats I got from the butcher. I got some legs. I get them cut and cleaned. And then I also got chicken breast. And then we have some eggs. This is one of my favorites. Shiloh and I love this. It's the Maple Lodge Ultimate Italian Chicken Sausage. I don't eat pork, so it was really nice to be able to find an alternative when looking for sausage, because most of the time sausage is pork. But these are delicious. Both me and my son loves these. We have them sometimes with pasta, sometimes on a bun. It's just really, really good. Sometimes I chop it up small and mix it in with scrambled eggs, or use it as a sausage with pancakes and scrambled eggs for breakfast. So it comes in handy. I grabbed 2 packs of those. Eggs, you can never have too much eggs. Then I have the paratha. I always get 3 or 4 packs of these. It's a great, really quick, easy meal to make, especially when I make curry chicken. This is not the West Indian, this is East Indian paratha, but same difference. It tastes good and I like it. Corn. My brother teases me about corn. Listen, I don't care. I love corn. I like corn with almost every meal, so he can come for me. Okay, it's fine. And then I got some broccoli. And then we have some spinach and feta cheese pierogies. I bought this by accident one time, and Shiloh and I loved it. And ever since then, we've been buying this kind. This is really the only yogurt that I like. I mean, I'll eat any yogurt, but this is one of my favorites. And it's because it has pineapple, coconut, banana. I love it. And lemon and vanilla. But it has really, really good flavors in there. And it tastes so nice with fresh fruit or granola in a smoothie or just by itself. And it is, it's not like the chunks. It's all stirred in together, so it tastes so good. And then I just got oil. I got whole wheat flour. I don't really use white flour. I tend to just use whole wheat. And well, 5 Roses, I mean, I grew up using this, so I always tend to buy this brand. And then we have some of the classical sweet basil marinara sauce. This is what I use for my pasta sauce. It's one of my favorites. It's such a nice, it's like a sweet and smoky flavor. It's delicious. I use this as a base for chili as well. So good, guys. When I do my chili, I'll do, I don't know, maybe I'll do a short or small cook with me video, like a 5-minute meal video, because this is what I use and it's really, really tasty. I highly recommend, if you haven't tried this one, give it a go. You're going to love it. And then this is not for the fridge, but it's already on the counter here. I just got sweet potato, 2 of them. And then I have 2 bags. Oh goodness. 2 bags of potatoes. It's the yellow ones. We go through a lot of potatoes. And that's it for that. So I'm going to put all of the cold and frozen stuff away really quick. Oh, guys, I almost forgot. And we also got from the butcher chicken burgers. These are so good. Meats are completely done. Everything is portioned out by meals. So we have 2 meals over here. These are the chicken burgers. And then I have just some seasoned chicken here. I've got chicken breasts that I've sliced in half and flattened and tenderized. And then just the regular chicken breast that's seasoned. And then these are little bits of chicken breast that I cut up. These come in really handy for those burrito bowls or tacos, things like that. Then I've got curry chicken. I have wings, a small portion of wings, which are very lightly seasoned, just seasoning salt. And then over here, I have a full family portion of wings. And this is lightly seasoned with some barbecue seasoning and some other mixed seasoning, seasoned salt, black pepper, things like that. And then over here, I have the chicken legs and thighs that I will most likely barbecue for dinner or stew or maybe bake. So it gives me a couple different meal options. I also still have to pick up my fish and my shrimp. I haven't done that just yet. But what I'll do, guys, is I didn't show you the entire process because I already have a video out with how I do my prep. So I am going to link that in the description for any of you that want to see the entire prep of how I do my portions and things like that, how I seasoning, what seasonings I use, these things. You guys can check that out. In the freezer, we have my paratha up here. I have some frozen plantain in there and some sauce, pre-made sauce in the back. And then I have the chicken sausages and the hamburgers up here. Down here, we have the pierogies and some veggies, and then all of my meats down here. And then fresh veggies down here, and on the bottom is just a cooling bag that I always have there in case I have to transport and keep food cold. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope I was able to inspire you all to get creative, think outside the box, get organized for the new year, and I will see you all in my very next video.